but I got working on the Mercury program, which had just started. We hadn't flown a man yet, and the Russians were ahead of us, and there was this great competition between us and the Russians going on, you know,
Sure.
because the Russians, oh my God, it was kind of scary when you think about it. The big Russians were shooting rockets into space, and we weren't doing that, and you know, it was kind of scary. But anyhow, we go down there, and I didn't know anything much about rockets, but I was a mechanical engineer, and I went to the first launch I'd ever been to. John Tribe and a whole bunch of guys, and we're standing there, and it was nothing to do with us because there was nothing in the spacecraft very much. It was an empty spacecraft with a mechanical man in it to fly it. So the countdown gets to 0, and the rocket fires. It goes up 4 inches in the air. The engine quits, and the rocket comes back down and sat back down on the ground perfectly. Well, the spacecraft sitting up on top, it senses it's launched because it went up, you know. So the thing is starting to fly the mission. The clock started and all that stuff happens. And the little rockets start shooting peroxide jets out, you know, trying to stabilize the thing. Then it realizes, no, we're not going into space. This was some fakey thing. Because it senses it's really in a 1G environment, an Earth environment. It says, stop everything, and pops out this gigantic parachute, comes out of the nose. But it's just sitting there. There's nothing holding it there, it's just sitting there. Well, I didn't realize what was going on. I forgot the best part. When it got up a little bit and sat down again, this big thing on the front of the spacecraft, the escape rocket, which was a great big steel truss member, shoots off into the air like zip. And I thought, boy, those things are really fast. I didn't know they went up that fast.
That's cool.
And I looked down and the big rocket's still sitting there. I thought, uh-oh. And all my friends who knew a lot about it are all running away like crazy. They're going over the hills. One guy broke his leg running away from this thing. Because this great big thing went up, and guess what? It came straight back down
I didn't know
again.
what was going to happen.
200 yards away, this thing that must have weighed 1,000 pounds or something like that, crashes into the sand right on the beach. And this thing is sitting there with this, and then the first parachute that says, uh-oh, I'm not working right because I don't have anything pulling on me. So it jettisons the first parachute, shoots out the second parachute, and it opens up. Little wind blowing. I'm not thinking, but everybody's thinking, if this thing catches a little air, it's going to pull that thing over. But it sat there, and everything was going pretty good. Then it decided, well, I must have landed because the parachutes are out. So the little recovery beacon came on, and this big long antenna shot up with the radio that's supposed to be calling people over. And that was my introduction to space flight.
That's funny. It's kind of like you got to see what happened after, like, that's your only opportunity to see what the rocket's going to do when it takes off.
Really? Yeah, really, because after that, it always flew except Gemini 6.